Focus on being the best fighter I can be, making sure that I'm in the best nick when I go into the fight, and when I see an opportunity to knock him out, I'm gonna take it. Yeah. Like, it makes no difference. He can carry on doing what he's doing. It don't concern me at all. All I know is that I'm working extremely hard to come out victorious, and no doubt I'll be looking for the stoppage myself. No doubt.
Yeah. Do you think you break him in there?
I think I'll stop him, yeah, I do.
I'm not no Regis, brother. I'm gonna spank you, and it's gonna be like I took off a belt, I put water on it, and I slap you in the face with it. Like, it's gonna, ow, ow.
But
it's
why,
gonna be bad.
Why the water then?
Because it makes it pow harder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna spit on it, but then I was like,
yeah, it's a little, weird. Yeah, maybe the water's better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. See, I was gonna say spit on that. That would have been gross.
No, that might have been.
I don't want my spit to touch.
No, we don't want that.
Conor Benn has had enough of Ryan Garcia's trash talk, and now he's making one promise that could turn this rivalry into an all-out war.
Did he quit?
Do you think he's a quitter, I guess?
Did he quit? As a fighter, I can say he did.
Yeah.
With Rolly, did he go in his shell once he got clipped? You know, so he did. You know, and that's our DNA is just different. Our makeup's completely different. You know, I'm a guy swinging, and I'm gonna go out on my shield always. You know, I'll stand there and have it with you.
On the other hand, Garcia is making bold promises of his own, claiming he will dominate Benn so badly that he'll be begging for the fight to be stopped before 5 rounds are over.
He'll be getting hit with punches he usually doesn't get hit with. He's gonna see a lot of the attempts he does. It's not gonna work. You know, all he has is conditioning, I guess, and even when he has conditioning, he starts throwing sloppy in the later rounds. Like, look it, man. It's gonna be real ugly for you. You're gonna hope it ends in 5 and below, like I'm predicting. You're gonna hope, because if it goes any longer and you get tired like you did Rodriguez, and you start getting sloppy, I'm not no Regis, brother. I'm gonna spank you, and it's gonna be like I took off a belt, I put water on it, and I slap you in the face with it. Like, it's gonna, ow, ow.
But
it's
why,
gonna be bad.
Why the water then?
Because it makes it pow harder.
Oh, okay.
Apart from their ongoing back and forth, Teofimo Lopez has also shared his thoughts on how this potential fight could unfold, offering an interesting prediction on who he believes would come out on top.
Yeah, man. I would like to see Conor Benn actually put on a good showing and good fight for Ryan, and actually give him some challenges there. You know, obviously Conor Benn didn't look as exciting and as great against an experienced fighter like Regis Prograis. You know, definitely gave him something to fight and earn for in that fight. But and then you see Ryan, he swept the floor on Barrios. So if we see the same Ryan that we saw in Barrios, I think he's unbeatable right now. So, you know, it should be a great fight though. Overall, people should definitely tune in. And you know, the only thing that's the downside of that is it's not on the zone everywhere.
While most people are backing Garcia, Teofimo Lopez believes Benn should not be overlooked, saying his preparation and self-belief could be the key to pulling off a major upset.
Business aspect, everyone wants to see Ryan win. But Conor Benn is hungry. He's in there. He's in the gym every day. He's speaking Spanish to the man. And he's not even Spanish. So, you know, he's not Hispanic. So I think those things show the determination and what it means to Conor Benn. You know, when he didn't look so great against Eubank the first time, he came back with vengeance the second time. So definitely Conor Benn is no pushover, man. I feel, look, I said it before, I think Conor Benn might pull the upset. But we just have to wait and see, man.
The rivalry has taken another interesting turn as Shakur Stevenson weighed in, making it clear he has no interest in fighting Benn after a loss to Garcia, and revealing which outcome he hopes to see.
Ryan Garcia.
Do you think it's a close fight? Do you think it's a dominant win for him? How do you see it playing out?
Nah, I think Ryan should win that pretty easy. I don't think this should be a hard fight for Ryan. But, you know, you never know who shows up with Ryan. Like, the guy that fought against Rolly, Conor Benn might get in there and scare him and put him in his place. So we'll see.
So when you say like you want to fight Conor and all that stuff, but if he loses in, you know, dominant fashion to Ryan, does that make you less interested in fighting him down the line?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot hinging on this in some regard. Like if people are hoping to see you fight him, if Conor doesn't show up or doesn't look good, maybe it evaporates.
Stepping in, Richardson Hitchens has offered a balanced take on Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. He believes Garcia's skill set will prove the difference while pointing to the mental games Ryan is using to pile pressure on Benn. At the same time, Hitchens explained what Benn must do to overcome that challenge, adding that the growing drama has turned this matchup into a must-watch event for boxing fans.
I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think that power, speed from both guys explosive, and Conor, you know, he's just a guy that he's a fighter. He's very aggressive, very game, and Ryan is a kid that's been boxing forever, very super talented. But I think Ryan's gonna make him show he got that dog in him. Ryan talks when a fighter starts saying, "Oh, you're gonna run into something," he's basically trying to put fear in Conor Benn, and Conor Benn just gotta ignore that and have Ryan, like, if somebody tell me I'm running to something, you gonna have to show me.
Ryan Garcia is so confident that he believes he'll stop Benn within 5 rounds, and Richardson Hitchens explains why that prediction says a lot about Ryan's mindset heading into the fight. He also shared his interest in facing whoever comes out on top between Garcia and Benn, while making it clear that a showdown with Teofimo Lopez or Rolly Romero is another fight he would gladly welcome.
Got to go in there, keep his head straight, and do what he do.
Absolutely. He's mentally trying to psych his opponent out, right?
Yeah, of course. That's Ryan game. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run into something. It's gonna be over in 5. But I know Ryan for sure. This moment is a big moment for him, and I know Ryan. When I say I know Ryan for sure, I know Ryan is gonna feel the moment, and he's gonna feel the magnitude come September 12th. I'm not riding with nobody. May the best man win.
Absolutely. He's the favorite to win the fight. If he's successful, you'd like to face him or Devin Haney. Who would you prefer to face?
Whichever of them top guys at 147. Devin Haney, the winner of Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia, Teofimo and Rolly winner.
Absolutely. Bitch is getting hot now.
Yeah. If I can't, sorry fans, I gotta stay active and I gotta get back in the ring again in before the years.
Adding his perspective, Simon Jordan explained the blueprint he believes could help Benn trouble Garcia. In his view, Ryan has shown vulnerability when he's backed up and forced out of his rhythm, much like the difficult moments he faced against Gervonta Davis before recovering. Jordan believes Benn can expose those same weaknesses with the right pressure and game plan, although he admits carrying out that strategy against Garcia will be far easier said than done.
That Garcia has a propensity, or had a propensity when it gets tough, to look for a way out. He looked for a way out against Tank Davis, and I know we're talking about levels in that fight, Spence.
Yep.
But he showed it once, and if Conor can make the fight ugly and drag him into a fight, you might see Garcia's backside go a little bit. But it looks very, very difficult fight for Conor to win. And it's probably, we all talked the other day about the idea that Conor Benn has been the best matched fighter for the kind of finances that he's been able to achieve, and fair play to him. But this is a real fight.
But what you have to respect about Conor going into this fight is this is what he's been calling for.
Yeah.
He's wanted this opportunity down at 147. This was always the dream for him, and he's taken it. So you know
what he wanted was Mario Barrios.
Yeah,
but that opportunity's been taken away.
Yeah, Mario Barrios, who Ryan Garcia won the title from.
Sharing his view, Spencer Oliver insisted Garcia is the proven fighter, while Benn still has to show he belongs at that level. He described it as a matchup between someone whose abilities are already established and another who still has everything to prove. Oliver also believes the many hardships Benn has faced throughout his life and career could play a major role, giving him the resilience needed to handle the biggest test of his boxing journey.
He's a proven world champion, so he belongs at that level. He is an elite level fighter, you know. For Conor Benn, we don't know because he's never boxed at that level. He's been very well matched. You know, he's boxed fighters that have been weight drained. He's earned a hell of a lot of money, and ultimately, that is what it's all about.
But still, question marks around him, though, because of what happened. He was suspended for a year following positive tests for performance-enhancing drugosterine.
Absolutely, absolutely, and he's paid the price for that. But now he gets the opportunity to, you know, fulfill his dream of winning a world title, and we've got the proven in Ryan Garcia against the unproven in Conor Benn because he's never boxed at that level. Let's see if he can back up what he says, how he talks, and it's an intriguing one. That's why I put it down as one of my fights that I really wanted to see this.
Tank Davis's coach Kenny Ellis sees the fight very differently, backing Benn to pull off the upset. Ellis believes Benn has the boxing ability, discipline, and game plan to take away Garcia's biggest strengths while avoiding the dangerous moments that make Ryan so explosive. In his view, if Benn stays patient, sticks to the strategy, and refuses to get drawn into a firefight, he has every chance of walking away with the biggest win of his career.
I like Ryan. He's a better boxer. Okay. But I think Conor Benn has a better tolerance for pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he might overcome Ryan's boxing skills.
Okay.
If he can get past the left hook. If he can get past the left hook, he should be good.
You remember Ryan dropped Mario Barrios in the first round with a right hand, a right hook. So he added that to his arsenal. Right now he's a two-handed, two heavy punches, fighter now, right?
I think Ben is more guttier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He don't shy away from the pain.
So you think that
Barrios got a, since he fought Tank, he's been kind of shy.
Ellis made it clear that Garcia's left hook and straight right are still fight-changing weapons, so Ben cannot afford a single careless mistake. Even so, he expects Ben to embrace the danger instead of avoiding it. He believes Garcia benefited from an opponent who gave him too much room, but says Ben brings a relentless style that forces action. According to Ellis, that non-stop pressure could eventually wear Garcia down and even open the door to a late stoppage.
Yeah, his gunshot. He pull the trigger. He's leery of the power shots.
And I think Ben just got that go-getter mentality.
So you actually favor Ben a little bit. You favor Ryan.
I like Ryan. The only thing that's I'm going with Ben. I'm gonna go with Ben.
Okay.
The left hook of Ryan is always dangerous.
Absolutely.
He's pretty tricky with the right hand as well.
Yeah. How does Ben get it done? Does he stop Ryan?
If he can catch it with a clean shot, yeah.
Yeah. Catch him with a clean shot. Yeah. All right, definitely. We can't wait to see that fight. We're switching gears. Is there any news of when Tank is coming back? Is he going to be facing?
I haven't heard anything,
Meanwhile, Fernando Vargas believes too many people are counting Ben out before the opening bell. While he respects Garcia's talent, Vargas pointed to moments in Ryan's career where he felt the fight slipped away under pressure. In contrast, he praised Ben for always showing determination and refusing to give in, regardless of the circumstances. That difference in mentality is why Vargas expects a much closer contest than most fans and analysts are predicting.
I think that Ryan can probably beat him, but not gonna be easy. And I'm like tit for tat, like in that fight. Like I really think it's like an even fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Ryan's got a much deeper amateur background. He got the left hook and all that, but
has Conor Benn quit?
No, he is not.
That's all you gotta say. When you think about that, all you gotta think is that. Has Conor Benn quit?
No.
Okay.
But he didn't fight
wait. Let me ask you a question. Has Ryan Garcia quit?
He has.
Okay. That's it. And so guess what?
Vargas also shared the approach he believes gives Ben the best chance of victory. Rather than chasing one perfect punch, he wants Ben to keep applying pressure until Garcia begins to doubt himself. Vargas argued that Ryan has shown signs of mentally fading when fights become uncomfortable, and believes Ben should target that weakness from the opening rounds.
But what I'm saying by that is because, we're talking about quitting.
With Xander earlier, and you say he didn't quit. So there is a difference, but you felt what Xander did with Boots than what Ryan did with Gervonta Davis.
No. I don't think that Xander's quit.
Yeah, no, you said that earlier. Xander did not quit.
No.
But you're saying what Ryan did against Tank, that's different.
Did he go on one knee?
Yes.
Did he stay there?
Yes.
Okay. So what's that called?
For the retiring.
No.
Retiring on your stool is different.
No.
That's quit. It's quit. He's done.
Okay. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Speaking on the matchup, Keyshawn Davis sees things in a completely different light, believing Garcia holds clear advantages that will be difficult for Ben to deal with. He expects Ryan's speed, timing, and explosive power to control the action from the opening bell. Davis does not see many paths to victory for Ben, and believes this could become a long night if Garcia settles into his rhythm early. In his opinion, Ryan has all the tools to leave no doubt about the result.
Who I got, Ryan or Conor Benn? I for sure got Ryan. I ain't gonna lie, easy money. I think that'll be fairly easy for Ryan. I think Conor just too small, and then Ryan big, and he's fast as hell, so it's just gonna be a lot to deal with for Conor, I think.
Joining in, Gareth A. Davies believes this fight is far more unpredictable than many are making it out to be. He sees it as the defining moment of Benn's career, with challenges unlike anything he has faced before. Davies admits an early clean shot from Garcia could end the night quickly, but he is equally intrigued to see whether Benn can survive the opening storm, drag the fight into the later rounds, and turn the momentum in his favor.
In a world of trouble. By 5 or 6 rounds, I think he'll find out who he's really in against. I see him being knocked out in 6 or 7 rounds. Surprise me, Conor, and win the fight. But for me, this is the most dangerous fight of his career. Forget the Chris Eubank at middleweight fight. This is the most dangerous fight, and I believe he gets knocked out midway through that fight.
Without a doubt, this is the most dangerous fight, and I think it's hard to predict how he goes in this fight because we've never seen him box at this level, and we've seen nothing to suggest that he can compete at this level. And I think that's where your opinions are coming from, and you're right in saying that, because you know, if you're assessing everything, you say that Conor Benn shouldn't be living with Ryan Garcia because you've got the proven versus the unproven.
Responding to that debate, Spencer Oliver pointed to Benn's toughness as one of his greatest strengths, arguing that his performances against Chris Eubank Jr. showed the kind of determination that cannot be questioned, regardless of the criticism surrounding those fights. Oliver expects Benn to push Garcia every step of the way. Davies, however, believes the stakes are enormous, warning that a defeat could seriously damage Benn's future opportunities under the Zuffa banner.
Alright, it was a weight drain Chris Eubank up at 160, but that first fight, he had to show a lot of cojones.
That's the way he's got to fight Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
I don't see him going in there and being able to outbox him.
He won't try that.
He's got to give everything he's got. I think he could have some successful rounds early on in the fight. The danger for him is, if he does get knocked out in 6 or 7 rounds, where does he go from there in this route map with Zuffa boxing? Because he ends up in a cul-de-sac for me.
I totally understand that, Gareth, but I think that, like I say, like this kid's drive is something quite different. You know, he wants to come out of his father's shoes. This is his massive moment. He wants to win the fans back over as well. You know, he had that terrible time where everyone's turned against him. The online abuse he gets.
As excitement continues to build on both sides of the Atlantic, respected boxing voices remain split on the outcome. Derek Chisora believes Benn's relentless pressure and fearless approach can carry him to a statement victory. Paulie Malignaggi, however, sees the contest very differently, arguing that the jump in weight changes everything. He believes Garcia's natural size and physical advantages will become increasingly difficult for Benn to overcome as the fight unfolds.
So
all that backed up as well.
Yeah, Vegas will be heaving.
Yep.
You know, he's gonna be fighting in Vegas for the first time. Oh no, second time. Because the first time was with Eddie Hearn when he was on holiday from boxing.
Listen, it's about opportunity, and you know, he's been calling for this world title fight. He's been calling everybody out. He now gets that opportunity against Ryan Garcia. The big problem, by the way, is at 147 for Conor Benn, where he won't carry that strength that he once had. Ryan Garcia wins a fight.
No, Conor wins the fight.
You reckon he wins a fight? What, not 147? I don't think so.
I'm telling you, man. You don't understand. The kickboxer beats Usyk.
We've heard that.
Andy Ruiz Jr. believes this matchup is far more competitive than many fans are suggesting. Rather than picking a clear favorite, he sees strengths on both sides that could decide the result. Ruiz broke down how Garcia's sharp speed and accurate timing match up against Benn's relentless pressure and attacking style. For him, the fight will come down to which man can impose his rhythm first and force the other to fight on unfamiliar terms.
But he has that explosive left hook and all that. And Conor, if he like smothers his punches, make it awkward where Ryan can't throw those big shots that he's really good at, it could go either way, man. It could go either way. I think that fight is a 50-50, but you never know, you know?
Yeah. What do you tell the fans about Ryan? You know him very well. You've seen him in the gym. One thing that they might not know about Ryan that you observed while being in the same gym as him.
Well, it's just that he works hard, you know? He works hard, he does his thing. I don't know him too personally like that, but they're all good guys, man. Especially he's representing Jesus.
Arnold Barboza Jr. is firmly in Garcia's corner, believing Ryan has all the tools needed to end the fight before the final bell. He expects Benn to struggle with Garcia's speed, explosive combination, and ability to capitalize on the moment an opening appears. Barboza feels those advantages will eventually become too much to handle, predicting Ryan will break Benn down as the fight progresses and secure an impressive stoppage victory, rather than leaving the result in the judge's hand.
Was winning September 12th. I think Garcia's gonna knock out Benn. I think they'll knock him out.
Not me.
I think Ben's gonna knock him out, fool.
Yeah. I think Ben's gonna win.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing
Nah,
Conor
he
Benn
is,
go
fool.
hard.
I've been
seeing Conor Benn go hard.
Nah, I still think Ryan's gonna knock him out, fool.
And Conor Benn has more heart.
Nah, fool, but Conor Benn gets drained, fool, at 47, fool.
Yeah, but he has more heart.
Too drained, fool. It doesn't matter, fool. Ryan's gonna catch him, bop, and he's too drained.
Similarly, Harlem Eubank is expecting a convincing performance from Garcia and does not believe the fight will stay competitive for long. He argues that Ryan's hand speed, power, and ability to let his punches flow will eventually take control of the contest. Once Garcia settles into his rhythm and starts landing clean, Eubank believes Benn will find it difficult to recover. He is even predicting the fight ends with a knockout inside the 4th round.
Benn got announced. I know you'd have been asked about that fight before, but now it's announced. How do you think that plays out on September 12th?
I think it's come about because of the political sphere of how boxing is at the moment. But in terms of fighting in the ring, it's a mismatch. I expect Garcia to win within 4 rounds.
There you have it. From former champions to trainers, analysts, and fellow fighters, the boxing world is deeply divided over who comes out on top when Garcia and Benn finally collide. Now it's your turn. Who wins and how does it happen? Drop your prediction in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing updates.